Thank you so much. Thank you. Could everyone hear me?
Yeah.
I'm just conscious of the wind and the mechanic overcompensating for something. Yeah. How's everyone enjoyed the weather this week? I don't expect everyone to answer. I'm not going to double check. I fucking hated it. Thank you. The Monday and Tuesday was a living hell for me. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but Sam, you're brown, you're Indian, you're used to this weather. No, I wasn't born in India. I was born here. Here is grey. Here is rainy. That's what I'm accustomed to. So when the sun decides to come down and hump the earth, I'm not prepared for it. I'm not built for it. As some of you are aware from my side profile, I'm fat. As some of you are aware from my leg profile, I'm hairy. That's not a good combination in this heat, you know. It's terrible. You know what annoys me more about... Sorry? Shave them. Let me tell you something about brown people's hair, yeah? As soon as I shave it, within 2 seconds it will grow back. It's, you know Wolverine? He's like, that's my hair. I was clean shaven this morning. But I thank you so much for your suggestion. I only wish I was possible for me. And now I've lost my place in my spot. Thanks for that. What I hate about it most though is when people were like, oh Sam, it's hot, innit? Yeah, I know it's hot. This region is now molded into one. When you're a guy, right, you've got lots of, you know what I'm talking about. You've got lots of dangly bits, right? When it's hot, they become one. If you've not talcum powdered that area, you're gonna have a bad time. Now, everyone would have seen this. The men know about this. The women probably know about it because they've seen it. But for those who don't, if you ever see when it's hot outside and you just casually walking around, and you see a man walking around, he's walking like this and he suddenly does this. You know what that is, right? That's just a quick adjustment, innit? But sometimes that's not enough. And then so like, as a guy, you're like, well, I can't just grab it because I'm in public. So you have to think of more innovative ways to get around it. So you'd be walking and you'd be like, oh, what's going on over there? Like, oh, okay, cool. Or like, yo, lad, you know, we haven't done it for a long time. We haven't had a good old kickabout, you know? Like, haven't done that in a while, have we, guys? Trust me, guys, and I guess girls, just talcum powder, yeah? It's the best. And for those of you who were earlier thinking about, oh, but you're brown, Sam, you should be used to it, that's racism. And now I'm going to segue into a section about racism. Yes, that's right. The first brown guy you see on the set today instantly starts talking about racism shit. Hey, you know what? It's a privilege I have that I can do that. So I often think about how bad racism is. Obviously it is. But there have been times where I've kind of thought about it from my own perspective, my own personal perspective. And I've noticed that I'm actually quite lucky that I've not experienced a lot of racism directed towards my personal self. And I kind of think myself to be quite lucky on that respects. Now, the reason for that might be because I hardly ever leave East London, so I'm always surrounded by brown people. That might be the reason why, I don't know. But there's always one moment in my life that always stuck with me when it comes to a moment where I got racially abused by someone. And it's always stuck with me, but not for the reasons that you might expect. Now this story, as all good racism stories, starts when I was working in a retail. There was a customer who wasn't happy with the level of service that we were providing them. I don't remember what the issue was. Chances are I was right, they were wrong. Anyway, this customer was so annoyed that they did that thing where they knew they weren't going to get their way. So they were doing that thing where they're walking out the door like giving it evils and everything. And as this customer walked out, they were shouting at me. And I was like, look, I'm sorry, we can't help you. And they're like, you know, whatever, you Taliban git. Oh, thank you for laughing. It was funny, yeah. But I remember, well, I was so, like, I didn't have a chance to respond because I was like, what the fuck? Who the hell uses the word git nowadays? I was like, sorry, what is this only fools and horses bullshit? Git. Now, what else are they gonna? I can only imagine what else their racist repertoire contains. Like, oh, you fucking packy bronca. It doesn't even sound bad. It sounds hilarious now. Oh, you fucking chai wally. I was like, what's all this bollocks? Now I know what some of you are thinking as well, that this customer was probably some fucking angry white dude. No. This particular person was a woman. And she wasn't even white, she was black. Yeah, silence, right? Yeah. And I was like, why would you be a minority hating on another minority? Like, that's just friendly fire, right? You're doing the work for the racist white people. Why would you do? I didn't understand it. It baffled the shit out of me. But it was an hilarious story because whenever I think about it, I just think of Only Fools and Horses now, and how this woman was like a slightly more racist girl boy. I don't really have anything else prepared, so I'm just going to say thank you very much, guys, for that. I appreciate you all listening, paying attention to what I had to say about racism, and powder your balls.